gets divorced, the main question is what's going to happen to the kids.
Yeah, so what happens though when they don't want to live with you and they choose the other parent? Our expert Karen Phillip is here with the top tips on how to let go. Karen, okay, how do you come to grips with being the parent that they don't choose?
It is just so tough. The fact is that one of the parents is going to suffer, I guess, a little more than the other. The fact is, when we do separate, the children aren't going to be with us all of the time. Whether it's 50-50 or 60-40, 70-30, we don't know. But generally when the children are under about 12, the parents or the courts get to decide. The children get a voice when they're around about 12 or 13. And that's when most of the parents can feel very confronted and disappointed or saddened if their child chooses to go with the other parent.
Wow.
There's a variety of reasons for that, and it's not necessarily a personal thing. It's not that they don't love mum or dad, because they really do, but if they've lived with mum most of the time and just visited dad on weekends, they may decide that they want to get to know their dad a little more, particularly if it's a male child. Girls tend to be more with mum around that adolescent age, boys more with dad. But look, I've had kids that have wanted to go live with dad because he's had a better Xbox and a bigger TV.
Right.
And it could be something like that.
Something as simple as that.
Yes.
What if you're sure that you are the better parent? I mean, how can you work with your ex on a plan to raise the kids?
Well, we all believe that we're the better parent. That's the first thing. Our way is the right way and the best way because of the way we've been raised, and we all feel that. Now, where there's discrepancies with mum and dad of how they've raised their children, the first thing I generally remind them of is they've chosen this parent or this person to be a parent with. So we would like to think that they have some qualities, or they had some qualities that we did like. Okay, once we separate, we tend not to like them so much, and we do find that we criticise them a lot. But if they go to a third party, someone that's not emotionally involved, once our emotions are escalated, logic seems to disappear quite considerably. So we need a third party, whether that be a therapist or a mediator or even a friend that's not emotionally attached to the situation. The big thing is never to criticise the other parent's parenting skills. They're different than mine, perhaps. Different doesn't mean worse, it just means different. So it's very difficult. Parents always believe that their way is the best way and the right way. So try and work with the other parent where you can, if the communication is, if you're able to communicate with them, to discuss what's in the best interest of the child. For instance, look, going to bed at 10 o'clock is not serving them well. They're too tired when they go to school. How about if 8 o'clock, we both agree on 8 o'clock, so 8 o'clock is bedtime. How about if they don't have McDonald's 3 nights a week, that we actually have, vegetables of an evening. So if you can compromise and discuss, that's always best.
Set rules that you both agree on.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you for that. Great advice there.
After the break...